Hey, what's up everybody? Shadow here. Welcome back to another video. Glad you guys could stop by. Today, we are actually hopping back on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, even though I'm Grandmaster Prestige, and there's no reason for me to play this game. But today we're going to be talking about something that just happened this last week, and there was a lot of info that happened. It was E3, guys. We're talking about E3, talking about the PlayStation experience, some other things that I saw from other developers. But before we do that, I'm going to be so mad about doing this. I broke down and bought some advanced playthroughs. Shadow, you're an idiot. I bought 7 because, okay, so I bought, what's it called, Middle-earth Shadow Mordor for $24 on PlayStation. It's on sale right now. Definitely really cool game. I looked into it. I'm going to play that game. Should get it if you have some money lying around. And then have some left over, and to make it even, so I can buy the Taken King later on once I get some more cards, I decided to buy 7. And if I don't get an EXO of any premium standard at all, I'm going to just go ballistic. Because on my second account, I got the Tiki EXO. One of my friends opened a $10 pack and got all the Neuro Eco gear. So we're going to open up these 7, and then we'll start talking about the main part of this video. So let's get to it. I swear, guys, I swear. If we don't get anything good out of this, I'm so mad.
Elite.
Come on, Sledgehammer, Sledgehammer.
Elite.
Speak to me. Okay. A Surfer EXO. Okay, I guess that's cool. I want one of like the animated ones, man. I want an animated EXO. I want an animated one. I want one. If I get the backdrop, that would be amazing. But if I don't, yeah, $12 for. There we go. Got me scared, man. I thought I got something cool. 3 more. Let's see if we can get some cool. No, I don't want that. I don't. I already have that. 2 more. Come on, give me a special. Give me a special.
Elite.
Give me a special. I already have the boots. Of all the items you can give me.
Elite.
Okay, I got the helmet. I guess I'm okay with that. I got the helmet. Alright, I hate this game. The stupid thing is, I don't even want the helmets. Mostly because I can't even see my character when I'm wearing it, you know? Like, you're not going to see some sort of weird thermal-looking crap when you're running around. But I guess the EXO's cool. I got the Surfer and the Thermal. See the Thermal? Thermal, Surfer. I'll go with the Surfer one. We'll go with the Surfer one. Let's pimp my character right now.
Later.
Alright, there we go. Good enough. $12, was it worth it? I don't think so, but I guess that looks cool. I guess that looks cool. I want to see how it looks, actually. We'll see what it looks like in game. So let's add to it. So anyway, this year at E3, we saw a lot of crazy. See, this is the EXO I want. I want that one. I don't want this one. Who wants that? I want whatever. I'm done rambling. I'd also like that one. That would be cool too on my main character. Thanks, Sledgehammer. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. Anyway, we saw a lot of crazy stuff at E3 this year. I'm going to say that the hype is sort of dying down now that all the main titles have been released. So, from what we've seen so far these first 3 days, we've seen a lot of stuff. Like, I saw all of the PlayStation experience day 1, some of day 2. I saw the Xbox for the first half of day 1 and sort of got an idea what that was. Saw a little bit of Nintendo's. Anyway, first let's talk about Xbox. First of all, I loved the Xbox jump-in trailer that they first released. That was like probably the coolest one. Microsoft, you get a point. You get a point on this one. But anyway, as far as PlayStation goes, a lot of stuff was revealed, and obviously they got a chance to reveal all this stuff since they're winning the sales counts by over half, probably over half now. That they have, now that they have that, they have the ability to talk about their exclusives and talk about all the other add-ons that they're adding, such as a new television cable thing, which they talked about that. They also talked about a bunch of new games. I'm going to sort of talk about them for a little bit. So, first I'm going to talk about the ones that I found just okay. Like, I heard, they released Dream, which was made by the same group that made Little Big Planet, which I didn't really like Little Big Planet to begin with, and Dream sort of looked very, abstract, to say the least. It was interesting. I'm pretty sure it's interesting, more interesting for some people who like the whole Little Big Planet creativity thing, but my shot is out today. But yeah, so Dream got released. A couple of the games got released. There was one with the big chicken dog. thing. It was, the name slips my mind because I wasn't really super interested in it. It more looked like a puzzle type game. So I wasn't really super interested in that one. Now, one game that I was really, really interested in was Horizon New Dawn. That game looked legit. That game looked crazy. Just the whole like soundtrack that they used for it, the whole trailer, how they presented it with a little bit of a backstory. It was just, that game is something I'm definitely gonna get when it comes out in like next year. Yes, I got Splutter. But yeah, so that is definitely something I'm gonna get next year. They talked a little bit about Star Wars Battlefront. Now, Star Wars Battlefront to begin with sounded amazing, but then once I realized that they're taking out space fights, I was sort of a little bit disheartened at that point, because space fights on like the PS2 was what made that game for me. I had so much fun with my cousin. We were just doing space fights the entire time. Watch me, all these guys. But like, we used to do space fights all the time and make up our own little game modes for the space fights. Oh, you have to hold the control upside down. Oh, we have to like go in and like attack it from the inside, sort of thing. It was really fun, and I loved space fights. And now that I hear that they're not really including that, and might potentially be DLC later on, that sort of like was like, oh, okay, that's sort of a slap in the face, personally, to me, by EA. Plus, EA doesn't really have a good track record themselves, so it doesn't sound very good. However, after seeing the whole gameplay trailer, it definitely looked pretty... This ledge right here, man. Stupid ledge right there. I always get caught on that ledge. But after seeing the gameplay trailer, it looked really very realistic, I have to say. It looked very clean. Like, it looked like that was a real-time recording. So it looked pretty cool. And I may have to check that game out. Hopefully they do it space fights. I see that they sort of added their own sort of space fight by adding like fights within the planet. And the whole graphics of the characters and everything sort of... First, when I when I first saw the trailer, I thought Battlefield. It's just what it sort of looked like. You know, I guess you could call it like a reskin. The AT-AT walkers could be tanks, whatnot. The speeders could be like motorcycles or quads. It sort of looked like a reskin at first, but then again, I'm not going to get Hardline anytime soon, so we'll have to see how that one works out. So I'm not going to pre-order it, but I am going to check out the reviews later on. Hopefully it ends up being something different than Battlefield 4, because, what, 5 years in the making? They have a lot riding on this game to keep this series alive. Just saying, it's a pretty intense game. But there were like, in the first 2 days, there were like, what, I think I read 17 exclusive PlayStation 4 titles is what I think I read. That is ridiculous. No, them sprays! I'll take your morse. Go on, quick scope. Morse. I'm pretty sure I hit that guy, but whatever. But yeah, so there were a couple new games, and then there was the creme de la creme, Black Ops 3. And this probably caused the most controversy in quite a while, because Black Ops 2 has switched to making PlayStation 4 their primary console, which is it's a win. It's a win for us PlayStation owners. It's a win. We won the war. But yeah, so PlayStation is going to be getting all the DLC and Season Pass, all the content early. I guess if you're not into the DLC, if you're just there for the story, I guess that won't really affect you. I mean, it sure as heck affects me, because that's all I play is multiplayer. The story's cool and everything, but multiplayer is what keeps the game alive, personally. I did like how they did like a co-op version of multiplayer, or single player co-op of that. That looked pretty cool. We'll have to see how that works out. Hopefully it's not just the whole just Nukem type thing where everyone's just shooting guns at one thing. Hopefully it's not, doesn't make the characters overpowered. Hopefully they even that out, which I'm sure they will. And also, of course, zombies being brought back. That's a given with Treyarch. They have to bring that back. And then we got to see a couple of the 9 specialist characters' weapons, which was pretty interesting. We saw Glitch. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't even do it, bud. It's not gonna work. Yeah, we saw a couple of new weapons. Like, one guy shoots a laser gun that can chain off of other enemies. One guy has a glitch where you could sort of like teleport yourself back in time. One guy has a crossbow, which I think is pretty cool. I might end up rocking that because, oh, pretty neat. So yeah, there was a lot of interesting stuff released about Black Ops 3. Right now, I'm not super hyped for it just because I know it's a long ways away. It's like 5 months away. I don't want to get like too hyped up for it. because I'm just gonna like start focusing everything on it. And the one thing I want to know is what's gonna be in the special edition, you know, because like last year, no, not last year, the last Treyarch package came with freaking RC helicopter with the care package. Oh my gosh, what's gonna come in Black Ops 3? I have no idea, but I hope it is good because I'm probably gonna get it. $300? Who cares? Gonna get it. So that's as far as PlayStation, except one more thing I forgot. Taken King was also talked about, the Taken King DLC for Destiny, which looks amazing. I know I've had a lot of mixed sayings on the game. I've at once like hated the game and actually swore off of it for like 3 weeks until I got something good from the Nightfall. Then I got back into it, and then watch, rinse, repeat as far as that whole thing goes. So I'm doing that, but I don't care. Grandmaster Procedure. I don't need to do good. But yeah, Destiny, the whole Taken King DLC looks awesome. I'm not gonna pre-order it yet. I'm gonna like it comes out in 3 months. I have a long time until I can have to pre-order it, so I'm gonna wait on that. And the thing that sort of irritated me, I sort of talked about this in the last video, the information for the pre-order, is that if you buy the Legendary Edition, you get all the DLC that we paid like $90 for, and the $40 DLC for $60. What the fuck? Why? That's not really fair. I mean, they should make it like a $20 DLC then, if they're gonna do that. Like, don't jip us like that. That's not cool. That's not cool. But yeah, Taken King, besides the whole little price bother thing that I didn't like, it was still a really cool thing. It looked cool. Now, I guess Nintendo sort of dropped the ball on their E3 present. I'm gonna switch guns up a little bit. I guess Nintendo dropped the ball at their E3 presentation. I guess they released this game called Metroid Prime Federation Force, which a lot of people are actually petitioning to ban, like to like not even put into production, just because it's not the game that they wanted. But I looked at the gameplay, and I sort of looked at some other Metroid games, because obviously I'm not a very avid... Dang it, I'm trying to hide. I'm not a very avid Nintendo player. I'm going to try to be. I might get a Wii U, I'm not sure. But I guess it wasn't the Metroid-style game, and they're thinking that Nintendo just slapped Metroid Prime onto it just to get a quick buck off the collectors and the Metroid fans. Now, if it didn't have the Metroid label, and I can understand why fans would be irritated, I think it looks like a great game. It looks like a really good co-op. I mean, for 3DS and everything, it ran really smooth. I saw like a half an hour gameplay of it. But I just inspected it further just because of the flack it was getting. And it looked But yeah, that's with Nintendo. Nintendo didn't really do a good job. Now they're making Skylander amiibo, which, you know, if I was a Skylanders fan, I might be excited about. But then again, the only reason why they're making Skylanders amiibo is because they want to make themselves relevant. Because if you go to a store and you see Disney Infinity, Amiibo, or Skylanders, you're gonna know 2 of the 3. You're gonna know the Mr. Incredibles. You're gonna know the Mario characters, but you won't know what the Skylanders. You look at these like what's Shell Shock or whatever they call the characters these days. But yeah, you're gonna look at them. You're gonna like obviously I'm gonna go with the one that's I know because it makes sense, and obviously that would confuse some of the parents around holiday season. So that's probably why they're adding Skylander amiibo, or like they're making the amiibo and characters into Skylanders. Like there's gonna be Mario Skylanders and Donkey Kong Skylanders. Oh no, but I guess the next game that they're making is some supercharged game. So it's like a racing game. You can buy like carts and stuff. So I guess that's cool. I'm not really into Skylanders that much anymore, but you know, I guess if you're into that, sure. And Xbox is releasing a new controller, which blatantly looks like a ripoff of the SCUF controller. Which, I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. At first I was like, oh man, that's a terrible idea. But then again, I don't want to be like a fanboy and like totally PS4 master race it over here. But, come on, Xbox. Come on. I mean, I know the paddle things aren't the same. They're on the sides and you could switch out the buttons. But you can do that with SCUF too. Okay, it's like, you're sort of jipping the third party just to make a quick buck. Doesn't really seem like a good idea. And I guess it's supposed to be even more expensive than SCUF controllers. Whatever. But yes, that's pretty much all that I saw at E3 this year. Most of the highlights, obviously, Black Ops 3 is going to be premiered on PlayStation consoles, which is nice. Whoa, what? What? You can... Dude, what just happened? Did I just get a royalty? Which one was it? It was... Dude! Just got a royalty! Let's go! Bruh. Ugh. Oh my gosh. That's cool. I didn't know that they actually sold those. Alrighty. We got a royalty. Only like 15 more to go. You know, until Xbox releases them. Not for long. Anyway, that's all that we have for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Let me know what you're excited that you learned that was coming out during E3. Please let me know in the comments below. And good, it's the chickenary, the whale horn. But good, it's that one. So I can like put on the quick draws, and I can put on the thermals. I can so I got the good variant at least. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, and I will see you guys later. Hope you guys like my $12 waste on my character that looks really stupid. See you guys later. Bye.